But first, to the top story that we are breaking this Tuesday evening. The ramifications of the Italian Marines case is being felt in Rome this evening. The Italian Foreign Minister Giulio Terzi has resigned from his post. Terzi's decision comes in the wake of Italy's decision to send the two Marines back to India. The two Marines had to come back following a directive from the Supreme Court. Terzi said on the floor of the Italian Parliament that he was opposed to sending the Marines back but was overruled. Terzi had also earlier dismissed calls for his resignation, calling them unjustified. Let's go straight across to Suhasini Heather, our Foreign Affairs editor, who's bringing us that top story at the moment. Suhasini, give us more details that we have on this story which has been breaking in Rome. How is India seeing this development?
Well, so far, of course, India not yet responding to that development. But the fact is, Giulio Terzi's resignation itself is a bit of a surprise there in Rome. Just last week, he had, in fact, given several interviews defending Italy's decision to send those Marines back to India to hold a trial, saying that it was necessary for Italy to have withheld them to begin with so as to be, quote, negotiate a better deal. That, in fact, they were being treated better in India because of his decision to hold them back for those weeks. Even so, Rajdeep, what seems to be emerging in Rome is that tussle between Terzi and his deputy Stefan de Mistura. He was the special envoy of the caretaker Prime Minister Mario Monti. And it is the deputy foreign minister who is said to have taken those crucial decisions on bringing the Marines back to India. Clearly not a decision Giulio Terzi says he was on board with. He says, my voice went unheard. It is impossible for me to stay as part of this government. Remember, he has come very clearly under attack personally from people like Silvio Berlusconi, the former Prime Minister, as well as the mayor of the town that those Marines were from, the mayor of Bari.
But where does this leave
Terzi responsible for what happened?
Where does this leave the Italian Prime Minister? Because he too is in a, it is a shaky government at the moment, and a decision like this could have some kind of an effect on the fragility of that government.
Absolutely, Rajdeep, and for such a senior minister to resign and say he was not taken into account, his reservations were not heard, certainly seems to be difficult for the caretaker Prime Minister Mario Monti as well. Remember, Italy's elections didn't throw up a clear winner, and all politicians there are using this issue one way or another, and it could mean more destabilization for Italy's government over this issue.
Okay, so the Italy's government being destabilized. Suhasini Heather bringing us that big breaking news this evening. The Italian foreign minister has resigned after the two Italian Marines were sent back to India.